Hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I said I was going to make another video today, and so here I am. I managed to venture out in the ice storm briefly, just for fun, I guess. It's fun taking a risk sometimes. But after the last video, I got to thinking, because at the end, I was talking about how I had to take a lot of time to find myself, and that kind of made me laugh because it does sound funny in a way, because you're like, okay, well, find yourself. Where are you? Where did you go? You're always just right here. But for me, I guess if you don't make it a point of finding yourself, then you can really wake up and be like in the depths of depression or the depths of hell, basically. And I've been there. And so I know what I'm talking about with this. I'm going to get real personal here and just tell you that before I got into yoga and meditation, I was at a point, so I had gone on a weight loss journey. So I had gone from 150 to like 125 around there pounds. And that took a lot of work, and there was no yoga or meditation in that. That was just all exercise, diet, like really strict diet, the basics, a lot of cardio, and it's going to the gym a lot. But then after that, so I wanted to go back to school later in life, and became a paralegal, and there were a lot of parts I loved about it, but the stress of the job, and there is a lot of stress. Almost all my jobs have had quite a bit of stress. I think I've kind of thrived on that in a way. Some of the things I've heard, who knows why, but if you have like kind of a stressful upbringing, then maybe you like strive in those environments or try to look for those environments. And that could have been what I was doing, who knows. But at one point, so talking about enlightenment, it means to get lighter, but right now I'm saying physically. So when I was working in the law firm, I had gotten down to 117 pounds at one point, because I was so stressed out that I just really didn't eat very much, and my stomach was always hurting at one point, so I didn't know what to do. So we always have to find ways to heal ourselves. Especially at the point when I was younger and I went through depression, as we know, at that time, it wasn't even something that was really talked about. That's only something that like now people are talking about mental health. At the time, it just wasn't. So you had to figure it out. Well, anyway, so I had gotten so to where my stomach was so upset all the time. So I got one of these waist trainer belts that people have for like training. It's like a sweat belt basically. And I just had to put this on. A lot of my family knows about this period in my life. But anyway, so I had to put this on, and I would put my clothes over it so you like could hide it the best that I could so people couldn't see it. And sometimes like when I'm driving, if I'm going on a really stressful drive, I still will do this. It does like make me feel a little more peaceful and calm. But anyway, so I'd put this under, put all my clothes over, and somehow like the squeezingness of it was like enough to be like, okay, I can handle this, like this environment. So yeah, I went through that. And then of course people talk about the dark night of the soul. Yes, I've been there, done that. So I know what I'm talking about here when it comes to that also. I got so much of a nervous like overload or system overload, I guess you could say, that I just had to go camping by myself for like 3 days just to kind of reset. And I remember being there, and it was like not at a campground. It was just like I had to go somewhere completely alone with nobody. And I just sat and stared at like the same group of trees for like the first 2 days, literally, and just sat there, stared at them, and would eat. And that's about it until I finally felt better. So yeah. It's good to find yourself every day. You get up and you say, okay, where am I, Andrea? Like, what where am I physically? Where can I be here? Let's be here now. Everyone talks about, you know, being in the present moment. Well, people say, oh, well, if you can't be in your body or you had some sort of trauma, and yes, I understand that, but at some point, even what happened yesterday is ancient history, truly. So if you're not being hurt at this moment right now, here, then you can be with yourself. So on that note, I was thinking I would do like a little bit more formatted, kind of. I'm going to do the Surya Namaskara A and Surya Namaskara B, which is Sun A and Sun B. And I'm just going to say that since I'm not in school now, of course, when you're in school, you have to memorize these. You do. But I'm not in school now. So I have my little notes here, and I'm going to do the best I can to remember the movements. And I obviously know all the postures. They're pretty easy, but you have to do them in a very specific way. Okay, so arms to the side, samashtiti, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back or jump back if you're a pro. Inhale, down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Paddle it out. And here you're going to step your feet back up. Then you're going to go down into a half lift. Exhale all the way forward fold. Inhale, arms up slowly. Exhale, arms down to your side. And that was Surya Namaskara A. So then B is just a little bit longer. Arms to the side. Go down into a chair pose. Yeah, already forgot this part. Okay, chair pose, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Oh, that feels good. Exhale, down dog. And then on this one, with our right foot, we're going to step it forward. And we're going to come into warrior. So inhale, right foot up, warrior one. Exhale, arms down, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now we're going to go with our left. Inhale, left foot forward. Arms up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Step your foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And then step your feet forward. Step your feet forward into a forward half lift. Then forward fold. Come up to a chair. And arms to the side. So that was Sun B. Yeah, if you could do that fast like 5 or 10 times and see how you feel. And now coming into, we're just going to kind of do like a little bit of breathing here. We'll do like a focused breathing. I don't want to mess with the camera because I feel like it'll fall down if I do, because I've tried. But I want you guys to see me the best you can. Okay, so I'm going to do like I just call it like a focus breathing so it's like a breathing connection. So there's ways to connect to your breath. And one of the ways is by having your exhale where your stomach's all the way in and your inhale is where it's all the way out. So this really dramatic way to show you what I'm doing inside. So that's one way that you're connecting to your breath. So as you have your full inhale, then your stomach's gonna be fully extended. Another way to connect to your breath is by thinking about where you're sending it. So Right now, I'm sending it to my root. We can go through all of them. So now this breath will send to sacral. I'll point to it. Let's see. Point to it. Sacral. It's like in between your, yeah, right there. In between your belly button and your genitalia. Okay. And then, oh, we're all adults here. Okay. Inhale there to your sacral. Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to go to solar plexus. Inhale. Exhale. Heart center. Throat. Ajna. Crown. We went through all of them. Okay, those are 2 ways to connect. And I do recommend that if you're somewhere and you're having some anxiety, that you focus on breathing through your heart center. That can give you a lot of courage. And I find it generally helps people be nicer too. At least that's what I've noticed. So this was a really short video. I don't know why, but I'm having like separation anxiety and don't want to go. Oh, anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that you're here. Remember that you're perfect in this moment, and have a good day, and everyone be safe out there in the weather.